And we are back.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to...
Yeah, I know this. Let's go then. Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make
There are
your
no
way up
push-ups.
the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is... The blade is your...
Let's not take the blade this time. I want to see.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
Oh?
Is someone there?
Yes, this is what I expected in my first run. It was the blade that made the difference.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating
He's
her
not gonna
words
answer
before
again.
she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So is Princess your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Good question.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Oh, you got defensive.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
What do you mean it's hardly irrelevant? If she hasn't been starved to death, what's to say she could even be killed at all?
But actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I wasn't here. I was sent here. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm sorry, I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate. I can't believe they'd be... You know what? Let's go full... Let's go the opposite. Last time we picked aggression. This time we're gonna actually try to get her out and see what happens. I can't believe they'd be keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe there's a key still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Excuse me?
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Oh shit! It got locked!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Okay then.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
We chose aggression last time. We are gonna save this time.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach to lock the door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, is he? Oh, the narrator is using his power to control me.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Watch me, bitch.
What are you doing?
Oh, you bitch! Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay the princess. I see it. Resist over here.
The blade! Move the blade!
No, you can't tell me what to do.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Oh, I know what's happening now. Is she gonna kill me?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Are you pretending to miss?
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I feel like the narrator is making this more painful.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I've seen a manga panel like this.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Okay then. The Damsel. Okay. There's only 2 chapters, but they
You're
were
on a
constantly
path
repeating.
in the wood. You're
Yeah. I'm getting a sense Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals.
What's the voice
The fate
now?
of the world is at risk right now.
What's
and
the
life of
extra
a mere
voice?
princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the 4 of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I
Maybe.
say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume... Okay, yeah, let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop
He
you
only
from
says
slaying
this
her.
in the 2nd chapter.
Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I imagine she's gonna be more prince-like, more princess-like now.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward
And
and
it's
rub
gone.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
Take it for the stretch. And the hydrate.
There was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Feather out of place. How do we look like? Are we taking the blade? No, we're not gonna take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes, I have.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Oh my god.
Died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
I'd really hope
What
I'd be
matters
the
is you
first.
have a chance to do it right
What is
this
going
time.
on?
We
What is this sussy
damned a whole
narrator?
world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
What do you mean you can't reset? Who says that?
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just
I really do
do
wonder what would
your
happen if we just suddenly backstab her here. But we have chosen to go the opposite of aggression this time, so we're just gonna go full non-aggression. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. What did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Oh god, is she a yandere? Whenever I hear that question, it's just like immediately red flags.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
That's true. No, I don't want the world to end. Honestly, the world sucks. Let's go with no.
Then I didn't end the world.
Oh, motherfucker.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry about the narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh, that is actually a good question. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do. Does she have her own narrator?
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I didn't bring a knife to... What happened after I died?
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world?
It doesn't seem like I have the option to kill her,
Even if you
only
wanted
to rescue
unleash
her.
onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out
Unless
of
I,
those
like,
chains.
needed to do some
Good luck with
exploration
that.
first.
Don't you see?
I guess if
how
I brought the
dainty her
knife,
hands
I
are?
would have
We'll
the
be able
option.
to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Wait. Are we back? Yes, we are back. For some reason, it's... No, we're gone. And we're back. And we're gone. It keeps going up and down. Hold on. I think it's stabilized. Okay. Back we go.
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
I'm not sure I follow.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Oh, wait, what? You'll what? Take over our forces to try and kill her?
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna be the twist, right? She's gonna have a scary face here.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
I did. You didn't
She
tell me
doesn't
what
know she
you wanted.
wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
It is important to note that just because she doesn't want to end the world doesn't mean she doesn't end the world.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
Oh god.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want? Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. Let's go with that.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
God damn it, narrator, stop it.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together.
And
The lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the
Oh
blade
no,
from
the blade's
table
there.
and
Is she
slay
gonna
her
stab me?
before it's too late.
Oh! What? No! Oh god. I mean, that means at one point I'm gonna have to come back here and take this option. I'm gonna hate that, but we're not doing that. We have chosen the path of no violence. We have chosen the path of no violence.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
We can come back later and do this option again.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Love will set you free.
Our happy ending at last.
Oh, I see the sayings. I see them.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh, apparently we have feathers. Here we go. You don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but this is not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. If we just sit here and preen for a while, that can't hurt.
It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Approach the mirror. Is it going to be the same reflection? Silence reaches forward. You've grown. I've grown. You've grown. Huh? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
I want... Is this... Okay, I see. Maybe. Is this gonna be like... There's... You probably repeat this as X amount of times. And then you get an ending, and that ending result is going to be the culmination of the choice of each other ending you had previous. So right now, for example, my first time I gave up, so I left. The second time I tried to just kill her outright, and this one I tried to save her. So it's going to be a culmination of those three, and then even whatever else I get.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? What? No. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Okay.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Huh. What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
A surprise.
My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'll like to change or grow. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. How many more do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
And what if I don't want to bring you? Attack the entity, destroy your body. The curiosity. But I don't want to.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. No, not 4 yet. 4, 5.